For all y'all who do not believe the truth, let me break it down for you a little bit clearer. Afro Americans are suffering from a curse. The curses of Deuteronomy, most definitely. The Bible is our book, and yes, it has been whitewashed. Now, don't get mad. This doesn't mean you can't be grafted in, but you got to understand the truth. And coming out of lies, black people, that's going to help you more than anything. So when you look at the conditions of black people, now you can understand why we're in this position, because we fit scripture. Whatever is sown will be reaped one day. And our ancestors sowed the evil, and now we got to reap it. Because Abba don't work on our time, he work on his time. And we already know curses go through generations. And for my brothers and sisters in Christianity that think you so blessed, stop lying to yourself. Because you guys are suffering from so much mental illness right now. Because you're spoiled to death. And you can't take any kind of persecution. And because of the persecution that is on us today, you losing your mind. Oh yeah, that's in scripture. Deuteronomy 28:28. And Yahweh will strike you with madness and blindness and a bewilderment of heart. Oh yeah, so you need to listen to this. Now for my pale family, stop thinking that you guys are the originators of this book. Stop thinking that white is right and accept the truth. Because when you don't, you turn out to be a little bit on the racist side, to be honest with you. Now, we know don't nobody fit these curses like us, and that's just the truth. And that identifies us as being the people. Now, your pastors always talk about the blessings. And actually, nobody has these blessings right now. Because the people in Israel suffering too. Now, let me tell you how you get the curses. And you do not turn aside from any of the words in which I'm commanding you today, right or left, to go after mighty ones to serve them. So you see, he ain't talking about the festivals. He's talking about the worship of other gods. And what you sow must be reaped. And this means that he may forgive your sin, but you're going to pay the consequences. So keeping a festival is not going to stop consequences from happening. Now, I'm telling you the truth. Don't get mad at me. Now, this one says, curse are you in the city and curse are you in the field. Now, you know we curse in the city and we curse in the country. I mean, even today, we having issues in the city and in the country. We having issues with our ability to make our own foods, which would be our kneading bowls. They're trying to stop us from having sea malls. The curses. Now, let's finish in Deuteronomy, and I don't want anybody to misquote me. So stop trying to find flaws in what I'm saying and understand what I'm saying. Now, yes, the festivals were a part of the commandments. But remember, that was leading up to the Messiah. The Messiah has already died so that we could be free spiritually, which makes us stronger. And they never wanted you to know that. And that's why y'all stuck on festivals like the people in Israel, trying to get the blessing from Abba the wrong way, which is going to lead you back into a captivity. Listen to what I'm saying. You're supposed to be keeping them in your hearts and in your minds now. Because after all, that's where he wanted them to begin with. But we hard, stiff-necked people. Okay, let's find out why. Why? Because we do not want to keep the 10 Commandments. Something so simple. Because the moral law never went away. And neither did the civil. Do your homework. Now, Abba is basically saying here that he's about to kick us out the land. And when we get kicked out, we're going to get the curses. And these curses are going to cling to us throughout the generations. Remember, whatever sown must be reaped. And he told them, do not go after mighty ones. And that's exactly what we did. Now, he's telling us now that you're going to go after these mighty ones because I already know what you're going to do. I already know you stiff necks. I'm going to make plagues cling to you until he has consumed you from the land in which you're going to possess. He's going to give you wasting disease with inflammation and burning extreme heat. You're going to get the sword with blight and mildew. And they shall pursue you until you perish. Now, this was dealing with the land, and you know we got kicked out. Now, this was a prophecy. And your heavens, which are over you, shall be bronze, and the earth, which is under you, iron. Now, this prophecy was definitely talking about the brass or bronze. And we already know Roman was that iron. And we know iron and clay is the mixture of Abba's word with science and all other kind of religions, with Christianity leading all of the other religions. Now Yahuwah makes the rain of your land powder and dust from the heavens. It comes down on you until you are destroyed. So you know Abba don't lie, right? And even though we're not in this land anymore, this kind of destruction will continue because the true people are suffering from the curses. And you see how they try to say it's humans, but we know who it is. It's Abba. Yahuwah causes you to be defeated before your enemies. You shall go one way against them and flee 7 ways before them. And you shall become a harbor to all the rains of the earth. Yep, we horribly treated. You know, today, Afro Americans, you know, we are really, really blessed, right? We are. You could tell that we got the favor of Abba. Even though things not right all the way, you could tell that he gives us grace, that we are under a grace, whether you want to believe it or not, whether you want to receive it or not, you're under grace. Because things could be so much harder, but he is waiting for all of us to open up our eyes and understand that we must become spiritual. I mean, he's actually waiting for the full number of us to come in, and also the Gentiles, because some of us became Gentiles. Why? Because we hard-headed, we don't want to hear the truth, and we stuck in a religion, and all of this has made us a Gentile after all. We accepted it, being one. But for those who accept the calling on your life, now it's time to get it right so that you can help other people. And let's finish in Deuteronomy. And your carcasses shall be food for all the birds of the heavens and beasts of the earth, and no one shall frighten them away. Now, you already know I can't show you no imagery on this, but you already know that a lot of us have died back then and today. And most definitely, we probably been food for animals. Now, all of these scriptures is most definitely talking about the slavery that we had to go through here in America. I mean, it's talking about your ox being slaughtered before your eyes, but you can't eat it. You can't eat the fruits of your labor. He said that he will strike you in the knees and the legs, evil balls, which no one will be able to heal, and it will be on your top of your head to the bottom of your feet. It says your sons and daughters will be taken away from you, and we all know that this happened during slavery, and there was nothing that we could do about it. It says right here, you will become engaged to a wife, but another man does lie with her. Now, here's an article that talks about slavery. And it says right here, for the most part, masters made young single slaves the object of their sexual pursuits. However, they did on occasion rape married women. I mean, these curses, nobody can fit them. It says here, Yahuwah brings you and the sovereign whom sets over you to a nation whether neither you or your fathers have ever known. And there you shall serve mighty ones of wood and stone. Oh yeah, we don't know this nation that worships this wood or this stone. Because Abba said no idols. I hope y'all taking notes on this so everybody in the whole world can accept the truth. Now, I understand the Judah tribe has been shipped all over the world. Yes, they have. But only one set of people truly match all of these scriptures. Let's continue. Now pay attention, Judah. It says, because you did not serve Yahuwah, your Elohim, with joy and gladness of heart for all the plenty you shall serve your enemies whom Yahuwah sends against you, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in need of all. And he shall put an iron yoke on your neck until he has destroyed you. Many nationalities have had yokes around their neck, but only one nationality has had this iron yoke around their necks. Now, this can be taken literally, or it could be taken as a spiritual prophecy fulfilled also. Remember, because Roman was the iron, and he has all of us in debt slavery, which is still an iron around our necks. Because we know today, Romans is the Roman Catholic Church, the doctrines of demons. And many have drunken her wine of fornication. And then Yahuwah says, he will bring us to a nation that's against you from afar, from the end of the earth, as swift as eagle flies, a nation whose language you shall not understand. A fierce-looking nation which shows no regard for the elderly, nor favor to the young. A fierce-looking nation, swift like eagle flies. A nation in which the language you will not understand. A nation who does not respect the elderly, taking advantage of our old women like this. Trash bill. Now you trying to tell me that this happens to every nationality over and over again. Now why are they disrespecting grandmas and no regards to the young? Then Yahuwah shall bring upon you and your descendants extraordinary plagues, great and lasting plagues, and grievous and lasting sicknesses. Sickle cell, heart disease, black men, high blood pressure, black men, strokes, black men, cancer, black men, and diabetes, black men. The curses are spot on. Stay tuned for more.